Do you remember Three Ninjas? Okay. Three Ninjas. 1992. The first Three Ninjas movie dropped in 1992, right at the peak of the martial arts for kids craze. The setup was simple. Three brothers, Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum, spend every summer training with their Japanese grandpa Mori. He teaches them ninjutsu. When their skills get tested against real criminals, the mix of slapstick comedy and fight choreography made it stand out against the other family films of the time. Casting gave each brother a clear archetype. Rocky was the level-headed oldest, Colt was hot-headed and reckless, and Tum Tum was the youngest and obsessed with food. He was the comedic relief. That kind of made the trio easy to market. Again, I don't know how many times I need to remind you guys, I am terrible with names. The film was directed by Jon Turteltaub, who later went on to direct Cool Runnings and National Treasure. Despite the modest budget, it made over $29 million at the US box office, which was huge for a live-action kids movie in 1992. The home video release expanded its reach even further, and branding spread to toys, video games, and plenty of schoolyard imitations of their ninja moves. So there was actually two different cuts of the film. The theatrical version trimmed down violence to keep it kid-friendly, but the international version had longer fight scenes and a slightly edgier tone. Fans who grew up overseas sometimes swear they remember scenes that US audiences had never seen. And they're right. The success of the first film led to sequels. Three Ninjas Kick Back in 1994. Three Ninjas Knuckle Up in 1995. And Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain in 1998, which co-starred Hulk Hogan. The continuity is messy because the sequels were filmed and released out of order. Knuckle Up was actually shot right after the first movie, but wasn't released until years later. So the actors suddenly look younger again if you watch them in release order. The franchise leaned heavily on the appeal of kids beating adults in martial arts and with household objects, kind of echoing the popularity of Home Alone. Critics tore the films apart, but the target audience embraced it, and they became staples of VHS collections throughout the 90s. By the late 90s, the series had fizzled out, but Three Ninjas carved its own space in the martial arts boom of the decade. It was part fight movie, part comedy, part wish fulfillment, and for a lot of us back then, we wore out our VHS tapes just pretending to be Rocky, Colt, or Tum Tum. You didn't want to be Tum Tum. Anyway, do you remember Three Ninjas?